So, Johanna, I come back to you about kind of the timetable of all of this. So first, Democrats, some of them were saying, oh, it would be prudent to get this done before Thanksgiving, to put a full vote, before that date. Now they're saying perhaps beyond that point. Now it could go till the end of the year. And I mean, who does anything the week of Christmas? So it's going to be the first of New Year, potentially. Why was the clock set like an egg timer to begin with?
Yeah, I think politically, if I was giving a political analysis, I would certainly hope that this is done by the time the Democrats finish their primary process and have a nominee. But June? I don't think this is political.
Because that's how long it took with like Obama and Clinton.
I know, and we're gonna disagree on this. And I think you and I talked even about foreign meddling, and I think it is actually important to look at all foreign meddling and have a process by which any campaign can call up the FBI or call up the authorities and talk to them, because nobody should be investigating these things unilaterally and allowing foreign governments any interference in our election. And I think that is a process by which, when we're talking about Ambassador Taylor.
If we get up to the point, though, of after Democrats have a nominee, we're so far, the election is right around the corner. So why not just leave this in the hands of the voters? Why even move forward with impeachment? If you're getting up to that point where we're in the summer right before the election, why not just leave this in the hands of the voters, especially if he's going to be acquitted in the Senate?
Because this is the plan, don't you think?
Yeah, I don't think
that the plan?
It's political.
It is the plan.
I don't think it is the plan.
Sad.
To get to an election issue that if it comes shy of in a trial, and he gets an acquittal, if they impeach in the House and he gets an acquittal in the Senate, it is used as an election issue. You don't think that that's a possibility?
He's going to have a chance to defend himself. When that happens,
hold on. Let's just hit the pause button right there. So the American people, as you look at some of the polling, have talked about that tick up when they're asked about impeachment and removal. Yes, you are seeing that in some of the polling, more people getting behind that. But you're also seeing an understanding, if you read deeper into some of the polls, that people see that this is not necessarily a fair process right now, because they haven't taken a full vote, which would give Republicans subpoena power and the right to defend the president on the record. So is it, as Brett says, part of a calculation to sort of keep that at bay while they build their case?
I'm for a full vote. So I'm going to say I'm for a full vote.
There are other Democrats who are, some of them in Congress. Garamendi from California.
Some running for president. But Ambassador Taylor, the interesting thing there when I was looking at it is any ambassador, that's their job to protect a relationship with a U.S. ally. So you're going into these meetings and you have to defend the U.S. position on whatever it is. So in the event that you're withholding aid and there's like a question, that's not surprising that he would try to get to the bottom, because he has to respond to Ukraine on why are you not giving us the aid. The thing that's unusual is when they say, oh, no quid pro quo. You can't go back to them and say no quid pro quo. That's not an answer.
Okay.
And we don't know anything that he's actually saying, because this is all behind closed doors and the public doesn't get to be part of it. So it's all conjecture.
Unless, of course, it goes the rest of the way of Capitol Hill and it leaks like a sieve.
But only parts
I hope all of it. Exactly. If you're going to leak some, then leak everything so that the entire floor gets wet. Don't just leak in the corner.
Quickly, Jim Jordan out saying they now have to go into a room to read the actual transcripts of the people that they've interviewed. The Republicans do, with a Democratic aide sitting nearby. They don't have transcripts of the interviews that they conducted.
Even the sitting members of Congress. Oh, that's interesting. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
Always anyway, but you're just brilliant.